in association with Sping's Perfumed Deo for the active you.
Hello, namaste, and welcome to yet another fun-filled episode of the evening show at 6, which comes to you every single day, 6 to 7 p.m. I am your host, Nikita, and the show is in association with Sping's Deo. So, आजको एपिसोडमा I have a special guest, विशेष अतिथि भन्न चाहन्छु म. So, I really hope you have heard about the music app that is like really trending right now. It's the Yonder Music. So, Yonder Music को कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ it's a mobile-only app which gives you a choice of over 20 millions of Nepali and international songs, which you can actually pick and put it on your playlist and listen to it every time you want to listen to good music. So, त्यसमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि, the first thing I want to talk about, it's all the songs are downloadable, so it can be played offline as well. So, it's a very fun-filled app. I have already downloaded it. You can do it too. So, Google Play मा गएर पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, Play Store मा, or Apple को app मा पनि गएर तपाईले चाहिँ त्यसलाई डाउनलोड गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. So, डाउनलोड गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला, because we are Nepali and we love music. So, आजको यो कार्यक्रममा I'm going to talk to two people who are there for Yonder Music, who are there to represent Yonder Music in Nepal. So let me welcome the president of Yonder Music, Mr. Adrian Burton. Likewise, I have the vice president of South Asia of Yonder Music, Mr. Jake Denny. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thanks for having us.
First time in Nepal.
This is my third time and I'm loving it.
So, okay, so this is your first time. What do you want to do in Nepal while you are here?
I have such a very limited time. So like I was saying, I was telling Adrian and you earlier that I arrived yesterday at 2 p.m. We landed and we went straight to a video shoot from the airport. And we didn't get back to our hotel until 11:30. And then today has been a full day as well. So I've got very limited time. Tonight I have to figure out.
How long will you be staying in Nepal?
We're going back. I have to go back to Kuala Lumpur tomorrow at 11 p.m.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so tonight's my free night. I have to figure out something fun to do.
All right, so Adrian, how many places have you traveled inside the country?
Kathmandu.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the same thing. Our schedules are fairly intensive. You know, we sort of operate in 6 countries, so sort of my role is to oversee all of them. And so I've been literally been 18 days straight, and in that 18 days I've actually spent 4 days in Nepal, and now back for another set. But definitely want to come back, want to explore the country more, but can only say one.
Oh, that's sad. So the next time you are, you can give me a call and I can take you outside.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
Kathmandu Valley, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about Yonder Music. What does the name Yonder represent?
Yeah, Yonder's our tagline. Let's probably start with the tagline being here forever, and Yonder Music represents literally that. We're here, you can hear forever. We've got endless tracks, we've got endless catalogues, genres, artists, songs, both local, both international, both different cultures as well. So for our Nepalese app, we also have Bollywood. Yeah, which is, I know, is pretty popular in this market. So so I guess Yonder means yondering. You can yonder through an endless array of music catalogues to suit your taste. So that's where it starts. We play on that a bit. We like to call ourselves Yonderers. So we don't really have a title. We're called Yonderers. If we create something, it's usually, if we're creating episodes or creating different pieces of content, we like to call them Yondersodes. So yeah, it's a bit of a different play on the brand, and you know, that's where we like to take it. So basically, listen to Yonder and explore every aspect of the music world.
All right, so what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he nailed it. I think that in terms of having endless opportunities of different types of music to listen to, we have over 20 million songs, you know, in the app available to listen to. So when it comes to Nepal-centric music, it's not even just the Bollywood stuff, but there's classic Nepalese, there's Nepalese folk, there's Nep hop, Nep rock. You know, I think that we're in direct partnerships with 8 different domestic Nepalese labels, in addition to the global labels. And we're always acquiring new content. So not only is it already an endless amount of music to listen to, but it's continually growing. You can never exhaust the amount of music you can find inside of Yonder.
Let's talk about the initial stage of Yonder. So how did it start? How many people are there in this app, organizational stuff? So can you tell me something about the initial
absolutely.
days?
So Yonder's been, I guess, Yondering for the last 2.5 years. So it was a brainchild of our CEO founder, Mr. Adam Kidron, who was an ex-music producer, and the technology realm of music streaming, and at the right time, music streaming was very prevalent and starting to become more mainstream in sort of emerging in first world markets, United States, Australia, markets like that. Then the opportunity for music streaming with the boom of smartphones and also the affordability of data started to happen in markets such as Nepal, such as Sri Lanka, such as markets as Indonesia, Malaysia, Bangladesh. So that then basically paved the way for Yonder. As I said, getting back to what I sort of originally said, was the boom of smartphones. People being able to afford smartphones, being more cost effective. People now be able to afford data. People be able to access data. So that's where it come from. And for us, you know, focusing on those markets was very important because we distinguish ourselves away from the bigger players, your Spotify's, your Apple Music's. We come into these markets and we set up local offices. We employ local people. You know, we purchase local content. So that's where it started. So sort of 2.5 years ago was an idea out of New York. Then that idea from New York was taken into Asia and then split across Southeast Asia and South Asia. And, you know, continuation of growth throughout South Asia, potentially into Middle East, North Africa. And then, yeah, the rest is... and then the rest of the world, I guess.
All right, so Jake, can you tell me the scope of Yonder Music in South Asia, as you are the Vice President for South Asia?
Well, I think that in particular, I look after more Southeast Asia. I actually look after Indonesia and Malaysia as my direct countries that I'm overseeing. But I think that the exciting thing about what I do now is that I'm actually expanding our role in content. So not just music content, but film content and video content. So I've been doing this for a long time, particularly that particular side of the business. I spent about 4 years traveling the world and shot films with over 300 artists in 22 countries, from big artists like Guns N' Roses and the Scorpions, Wu-Tang Clan, things like that. I've shot documentaries where we took the biggest rapper in Vietnam named Suboy, took her to a music festival in Russia and filmed the whole thing.
Oh, that's nice.
So a lot of that kind of thing. And now the idea is to start implementing that idea into Yonder, and not just stuff that's available to view inside of the app, but taking this music experience and taking it outside of the app as well, kind of creating a 360-degree musical experience. So what we do a lot of as well is we like to bring artists that people want to see to the countries where they haven't been able to see them yet. Put on these concerts, tie it all together in the app, and now start to get into video content. And we're looking into stuff with a couple of different video and television partners, and really getting my hands into creating some cool content for the Nepal audience.
That's exciting, but then with that, it's time we go for our very first musical commercial break. I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
In association with Sping's Perfumed Deo for the active you.
Welcome back to the show. This is the evening show at 6 in association with Spins Dio, and I'm in conversation with Adrian and Jake from Yonder Music, and we are going to play a game. So this game is called Moving It Up. So do you know shuffling by any chance?
Like with cards?
No.
Like the rave dance?
Yes. Can you do that for me? No. Every day I'm shuffling.
I'm aware of it, but my knees aren't what they used to be.
You told me you're an expert shuffler.
Anyways, I won't make you dance. So
right,
what we are going to do is, I'm going to give you these cups. So you can see a cup that's marked black. Can you see that?
Yes.
On top. So that's the mark. So what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle the cups like this. But then the ground rule is you have to use both of your hands. So the first cup goes like this. The second one goes like this.
One at a time?
Yes,
okay.
One at a time. I'm going to give you 1 minute. And once the black cup is on the top one more time, it's going to be 1 round. But then you don't stop there. You keep on going until 1 minute. So the person who can actually have more rounds is the winner.
All right. All right. Are you playing as well?
No.
All right. That sounds a little unfair to me. That sounds a little unfair.
No, I've played it so many times. I'm a pro.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So you got the rules?
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 hands?
Yes. Every day. And shuffling.
Rotating. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Got it. Got it.
Got it.
All right. So let me set up a timer.
So is it about speed?
Yes.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Right, I just need
It's
to
about speed and balance because the cups are going to fall
get that.
down.
I have neither.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, shall we start?
All right. Let's do it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, stop. I think Jake won.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 now, not something.
Yeah. Told you, speed is my middle name.
You're the one who was saying this game is not for me while you were
I
shuffling.
was trying to psych him out.
Okay, so let's talk about Yonder music one more time. So, how did you come to Nepal, and how did you collaborated with all the companies and then brands you are collaborating with?
Yeah, so we came through into Nepal through our partner Encel. So Yonder Music is exclusive to the Encel network, and we were bought through a strategic partnership with Encel. And that's sort of the business kind of speak of it. Why would a telecommunications company bring someone like Yonder Music to the market and collaborate? And essentially what it comes back to is giving back to their subscribers. Yonder Music is a free service, but we still do pay our content royalties and license fees, meaning local artists have a path and a means to earn on their talent, which is very important. So that's how we came. And so Encel basically pay for the subscription. So if you're an Encel subscriber, you can come on, use Yonder, no advertising, free subscription, all the songs not being throttled, take your music offline. And as I said, then the money then gets dispersed back into content, into marketing, and into running the business. So that's how we came here and why we came here. And yeah, today it's been a successful partnership.
Okay, Jake, tell me about one thing. If I want to be a part of Yonder Music, I want to use the app, do I have to be an Encel user, or I can use other networks but then still use Yonder Music?
So you have to be an Encel user, but the thing is that you can be an Encel user on any plan. So if you have any plan with Encel, you can come on, you can download Yonder Music. The download is free. The music is free. There's no subscription. There's no advertisements. Never any advertisements, no annoying interruptions in your songs or playlists. There is download, listen offline, and if you if you have the one plan with Encel, you not only get all of that for free, but you also get to stream unlimited with no data consumption. So you can listen to music 24 hours a day and not use any of your data if you have the one plan with Encel. But if you have any plan with Encel, you should still download Yonder because you get a free music service with no advertisements, no interruptions, 20 million songs. Everything you ever need is right there in front of you.
I think I should switch to Encel because I'm not an Encel user, so that's sad.
We might have to sort that out for you.
Yep. I got a contact there. I'll get you set up.
Anyways, we were talking about music, so let's go ahead with music itself. What's your favorite genre of music?
You know what? I'm a very open book when it comes to music. I like country and western. I do like country and western. I know, don't laugh. But then I also have a very strong music passion for rap, R&B. Couldn't be any further from, right? So I can go from an Alan Jackson or a Garth Brooks or a Zac Brown band from a country and western through to Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Tupac, you know, artists like that. So I'm very, and then everything in between as well. So I don't have one, I have multiple, but you know, I think we all share a universal love of music.
Yeah.
All right, so Jake, what's your favorite genre?
You know what? I think that I am also an open book. Maybe not quite country, but I'm very much also a diehard hip hop fan. And you know what? I grew up. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and from a young age, hip hop was just a part of my life. So I think that more than anything, I'm listening to hip hop at all times. You know, I switch it up here and there, but the one consistent thing is hip hop and R&B. And right now, I'm still listening nonstop to the Kendrick Lamar album. Damn, it's still
Brilliant.
It's been out for a while. I still can't stop listening. I probably listen to it start to finish once a week in its entirety, maybe even more often than that.
Look at you guys. You represent the genre of music you listen to. He looks like an R&B artist.
And it's like a country singer.
Yes.
I was waiting for that. I knew that was coming.
Anyway, so Jake, what's your favorite song? The song that you listen when you shower?
Wow, you know what? Oh gosh, I've got a really deep shower playlist. I got to tell you.
So one song.
No, I think that right now the song that I'm listening to more than any is the song "Love" from Kendrick Lamar's album "Damn."
So can you sing me 2 lines?
I cannot, and I'll tell you what, I'm doing you all a favor by not even trying, because there's probably nothing more offensive in this room than my voice when I try to sing. So I'm gonna just do you guys a favor and not try and do that.
All right, Adrian, what's your favorite song?
Favorite song right now that I'm playing, it's probably not a song, it's actually an album. And it's Eminem's new album, Revival. Yeah, he's come out with a new sound. Still the same Eminem, still the same lyrical genius that he is, but he's blended a different sound to it, and especially a couple of songs in your head. So Zombie from previous years ago, he's actually blended Zombie with a lyrical delivery that's just brilliant. So not any particular song at the moment, but I have to say I've spent a lot of time on planes in the last 2 weeks, and I think I've listened to that album 8 times.
And I'll say one thing really quickly. If you do spend time on planes or in areas where you don't get that much signal, you can download any of your favorite songs or playlists or artist albums and listen offline anywhere. No signal, no problem. So if you travel a lot, or you work in an area, or you live in an area where there's not that good of service, you don't need Wi-Fi, you can download, listen offline, and you can access the music anywhere, anytime.
All right, so while you are here in Nepal, I truly believe you have listened to Nepali songs as well.
Yeah.
So which song have you listened to lately?
I don't know any song names off the top of my head, but actually last night I probably heard about 2 or 3 hours worth of Nepalese music during a film shoot that we were working on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same. We went to a venue. I was here last week, 2 weeks ago, and we went to a Friday night venue where there was a local band playing. And one thing that I took away from that was every single person. There would have been 300 people. Now I cannot name the place we went to, but there would have been 300 partygoers there. Every single one of them knew every single word to the rock band song. And this was a local Nepalese band. And the dancing, the partying, the singing was just something that, you know, I didn't realize, and the passion. But to see everyone sing every single word was something that I don't think I've seen in any other place I've been to.
So I think we just love music. We are music lovers. On that note, we'll go for our next musical break. I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to the evening show at 6.
In association with Sping's Perfumed Deo for the active you.
Alright, welcome back to the show. You're watching the evening show at 6 in association with Spins Dio. I am Nikita, your host, in conversation with Jake and Adrian from Yonder Music. We are talking about music. We are playing games. That is what we do in this show, because this is a fun-filled show. So let's continue with our conversation. I think we should play a game, because Adrian is really excited. Look at him. Look at the smile he has on his face.
I'm excited and nervous that I may lose again, but I'm willing.
I want to leave this show undefeated.
I want some redemption.
Anyway, so this is just a simple game where I'm going to be asking you questions and you have to answer. And the ground rule is you cannot take time to think.
Got you.
So whatever comes to your mind the first time you heard the question, that's going to be your answer. It's called rapid fire. And whom should I start with?
Sounds dangerous. Let's start with Adrian just to get the...
Let's start with the winner of the first
sure.
round.
Sure, you know what? Let me give it a
very
go. Let me give
clever.
it a go.
I'm gonna take lessons.
All right, Jake, ready? Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale.
Go.
Okay, so what is that one thing you want to change about Adrian?
His clothes.
One thing that you want to change about yourself?
Oh, wow. That's not so easy. I wish I had more time here. I don't know.
That is something you want to change about yourself.
My situation, I guess. I don't know. I don't have one.
That's one for you.
Okay,
You
okay.
just lost. Anyways, the next question is, if you were not a human being, what else would you be and why?
A tiger, easy.
Why?
Because tigers are independent hunters, and that's what I feel like.
If you were not in this field and working with Yonder music, what else would you be doing?
Filmmaking.
Why is that?
I love it. Maybe
Why?
even writing a novel.
Ooh, that sounds nice. What would be the title of that novel?
I don't have a title, but I actually have a novel that I'm writing right now.
So give me the title. Come on, I want to
I
read
don't
it
have a
by
title
Jake
yet.
Danny in future.
I don't have a
mean,
title yet, but I'll
actually,
email you when I think of it. I'm open to suggestions if anybody has any.
I'll need my children to read it.
Yeah, okay,
That was
okay.
my friend, Jake Danny.
Professor Denny.
Okay, so the next question is, what is that one particular thing you cannot live without?
Food.
Any specifically?
No, I love, when I travel, I eat the food from wherever I'm at. And so far I've had, my favorite thing I've had here, I don't know the name of it yet, but it's a dish with mutton and rice and two different types of vegetables. One with like a kind of like a pickled root or something like that. But yeah, I don't have any particular, my overall particular type of food is Mexican food. I'll never, till the day I die, I will be eating Mexican food probably once or twice a week. But wherever I travel, I love to try everybody's food.
Okay, so that one moment of your life you actually want to relive.
Probably my first time traveling because, you know, the more and more you travel, and we travel like crazy, the more and more you travel, you kind of become desensitized. You have to remind yourself of how cool what you're doing is, right? And nothing is like that first trip you take abroad. I wish I could recapture that feeling every time I travel.
Okay, that was well played, Jake. You have one wrong.
I have one negative.
Yes.
Alright.
So, Adrian, are you ready?
I think so.
You want to take a
Redemption.
deep breath as well?
I gotta get redemption.
Oh, just go on.
Okay, let's start. What is that one thing you can live without?
I can live without. Not having.
One thing. It should be a thing. Come on, you cannot take time.
I cannot live without. So I didn't. What was the question?
One thing you can live without.
I can live without stress.
That's not a thing.
Well, it's a
I
big
think
thing.
that's a -1.
That's a minus one. It's not a thing. You have to say a thing.
I can live without. I can live without carbs, but I choose not to. Is that good?
Kind of. But it's still not a thing. Okay, so if you had the opportunity to change a thing about Jake.
Oh, that's easy. Punctuality. The guy can never be on time. I'm always on time. I'm always, 10 or 15 minutes early. I'm ready to go. This guy? It just
know what?
doesn't happen.
I'll say one thing about this. When you asked me what was one thing I was going to change about myself, I swear to you, I was going to say punctuality. Because I was going to, but then I thought, I just don't want to admit it. So I stuck away from it. But I promise you, I was thinking the same thing. I know what you're talking about.
Every time we have to be somewhere, every time, it's like I'm like his mother. It's like, come downstairs, please be on time. Have you had your breakfast? No. This morning, have you had your breakfast? Well, 7:15 we're meant to have breakfast. 8:10, he shows up with 2 bananas, 2 coffees, and a bottle of water. It's like, what do I do?
Okay, that's very bad.
I'm an artist, my mind is a bit scattered.
That's a pretty good excuse you have there. Anyways, so if you had an opportunity to change one of your facial features, what would you change?
Oh, my nose. My nose. My
Why
nose
is that?
My nose is huge. Like if you can get a side on, like my nose. I used to be a rugby league player in a different life, a professional rugby league player, and as you can see, it's taken a fair beating over the time. So and my sister in particular used to tease me a lot when I was younger. So I'd say my nose.
All right. So when did you actually download Yonder music? So
When did I download it?
Yes.
It was actually when I wasn't working for Yonder Music.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I was actually in the music streaming business for another organisation. And it's, you know, kids out there, keep an eye on your competition as a business tip. And downloaded Yonder there because I had obviously started to hear a lot about Yonder Music and what they were doing, and they were very much in the markets that I was operating in. So that's when I first downloaded Yonder Music. And didn't think I'd be working for them, let alone heading the company up in Asia for them, but here I am.
All right, so with that, I think that's tie, right?
Yeah, I think we got a tie, which means I win for the day because I got a win before and a tie on the second one.
You're smart. Okay, let's talk about the special features you have in Yonder Music.
Yeah, good. So there's a good array of features, you know, and I think that the heart of the application is music streaming. Yeah, it's streaming at your fingertips. You know, and I know a lot of these markets that people will download music, put them on a pen drive, and have to go to their computer, then upload them to their phone, or put them on their SD card and put that into their phone. So the heart of our product is music streaming. You know, so you can stream songs anywhere, anytime, with or without internet connection, because you have the availability to download the songs. So that's another good feature in the application. Another good feature is a bit of a fun feature, which I think we may play a game with you next time we're on the show.
Spare me.
It's our Snap Karaoke feature.
Ooh,
yeah, so
love
basically,
singing.
yeah, so it gives the user the ability to record themselves singing to their favourite song, and then to share that video on their social media channels. So you never know. So I think
I don't want to share it on social media because I have a very horrible voice like Jake.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding everybody how bad my voice is. But no, I think that the interesting thing about that though is that, you know, some people would like to do Snap Karaoke and maybe only share it to their friends, right? Share it to your family, share it to your friends. But you do have the ability to share it to all your social media channels. And I think the exciting thing about that is that, you know, you never know. You might uncover yourself as the next emerging star. You do a good enough cover, you get the right person's attention, you never know what could happen. So I think it's an exciting opportunity not just to have fun with your friends, but really to showcase your skills, and you never know what can happen.
If you have skills, that is.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is all a theory. I don't know anything about it because I can't sing well, but...
All right, so we were talking about features. That's the second feature. Anything more you want to add on?
Yeah, I think also too the curation of music. You know, I think as in the music streaming business, we've gone very much 360. It was first about how many songs were there and how many songs you can search and you can find. And over the period of time, you know, people's time is becoming less. So they want a bespoke listening experience. They want playlists curated to them. You know, if they've got friends over on a Friday night and they just want a nice chilled Friday night dinner party playlist, we can accommodate to that. If you're feeling a typical mood, you want to go, you're not feeling like you need to do your cardio session, we've got a playlist, a workout playlist that may lift your spirits up. So I think the curation side of it is important. And, you know, we have a local team that curate the local content. So their curation between the Nepalese, the international and the Bollywood content. And then also too, we utilise the algorithms and the AI algorithms as well. So example of that is, you know, if you are an Ed Sheeran fan and Perfect is out at the moment, which is an absolute amazing song, the app will then recommend you something similar in that genre. So that next genre could be, you know, it could be a Harry Styles or it could be a Justin Bieber. So we're constantly recommending you music that, based off your listening history that you would like. So it's very much a bespoke experience as well as a curated experience. So as I said, if you just simply don't know what you want to listen to, but you feel a certain way or you have a certain event, we'll have a playlist there for you.
Ooh,
And
that's nice.
I
I
think
think
that-
I'm going to have a party this Friday.
I wish I was going to be here. I think that also, just to add on to that, I think that you know, the whole kind of social aspect of it is really fun, because it's not just about Snap Karaoke, but you know, if you curate your own playlist and you want people to understand what your music taste is, you want to express yourself through a playlist you curated, you can share that out to your social media, you can share that to your friends,
Yeah.
you can tag your friends in it. You can create little challenges between you and your friends. Who has a cooler playlist? Who wants to listen to whose playlist more, right? But I think that in terms of features, there's a lot of kind of more tangible features that we bring that are outside of the app. I mean, we're making progress towards doing some really cool stuff here in Nepal in particular. But you know, having big artists, popular artists, curate playlists of their favorite songs, not just their own music, but what do they like to listen to? What inspired them? And these playlists live on the app, and you can build fun contests around them. So what we've been doing in some of the other territories where we've been a little longer, and we're getting ready to do it here, is to do these playlists with these big artists, and then people can share the playlist out, and of those people that share, 10 or 15 of them will be selected as winners, and they get to come have a private dinner with the artist. And really creating these kind of money can't buy experiences, connecting people with their idols. I think that that's kind of the 360-degree view of the app. It's not just what's going on in the app, although that's really the most exciting part, but there's these opportunities to get your world wrapped around music even outside of the app, and I think that's what's cool.
That's nice.
And I'm
Who do
sure-
I actually want to go for dinner.
Yeah, and I'm sure your viewers would like to know what you listen to. So maybe we can curate a playlist on your favorite tracks for your...
That's a good idea.
So that
your
we can
listeners.
do after the show, because it's time we go for a break. So we're going to be right back. Stay tuned to Himalaya Television and don't go anywhere.
In association with Sping's Perfumed Deo for the active you.
Welcome back after the last commercial break. This is Himalaya Television, and the show is the evening show at 6, which hips to you every single day, 6 to 7 p.m. I am Nikita, and then we're having fun right here. So, Yonder music, and it was what we were talking about before I went to the break. And yes, we are talking about Yonder music right now as well. So, any future plans there you want to share?
Yeah, there's so much. So I think there's and especially for the Nepal market, it's about, you know, we're still working our way through the local content. So as Jake touched on, we've got 8 direct content license agreements with local content providers. So as you know, the music scene grows, as it matures, definitely looking at putting more artists on the application, and then. Sort of Jake touched on it just before, but you know, the foray into video content, and just not, you know, putting, you know, music video clips on the app, but you know, creating original content, creating content that tells the story of the song, but then also potentially could tell the story of the listener as well. You know, so that's something that we're very much going to be moving forward into. You know, because people want to know, people want to hear more about their favourite song or their favourite artist and how it come to life and why it came to life. But also on the other side, people always have an affinity with that one song. You know, it's always that one song that you all sort of go back to and you think about, you know, and it can give you an emotion.
I am thinking about Tracy Chapman and the song "Baby Can I Hold You Tonight."
Okay, and what's that mean to you?
Oh, I just love the song. That was a song someone specially dedicated for me when I was in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but it's moments like that you never forget. And
Right.
But really though, because music can signify, you know, there's a song attached to every poignant part of your life, right?
Yes.
When it's the happiest moment, you remember what song reminds you of that moment. When it's the saddest moment, when your girlfriend or your boyfriend breaks up with you, whatever it is, there's still a song that reminds you of that. And the crazy thing is that 10 years from now, that song will still remind you of that person or that thing, whether it's good or bad, and it never goes anywhere. So the stories to be told, like Adrian was just talking about, you know, when it comes to original content, it's not just about these artists and the songs they made, but it's about how these songs affected other people whose names you know that don't have anything to do with music, and really wrapping the story around in a 360-degree way and showing what music is. Music isn't just as literal as listening to these songs, but music is wrapped through every part of your life, and there's so many stories to tell.
Yes, so on that note, it's time we say bye-bye. So before we leave the show, what do you want to say to all our audiences who are watching you?
Yeah, so guys, and I hope you've enjoyed, listening from myself and Jake. Go out, download Yonder Music, Ncell subscribers, jump onto Yonder Music. If you're a one-plan subscriber, you can not only get Yonder Music for free, but you can also have free data streaming. So jump on Yonder Music on the Play Store, Google Play Store, or the App Store, download it, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we do.
All right, so Jake, what do you want to say to all our audiences?
I think Adrian pretty much covered it all right now.
But then I think there's still something left you want to add it to.
There is something I want to add, and it's a little bit personal, but I'm still looking for dinner recommendations tonight, so go ahead and hit me on my Instagram if you want to send me any restaurant recommendations. That's all.
And yes, download Yonder Music for sure. I think you forgot that.
No, Adrian hammered it home. It's a given, guys. If you're an Ncell subscriber, download Yonder Music. It's free. It's a gateway to a whole new experience. If you're not an Ncell subscriber, go start being one.
Like me. Anyways, with that, we've come to the end of the show. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. It was such an awesome time I had.
Thank you.
I really hope you guys enjoyed too. I
won the games. Are you kidding me? I had a blast.
Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be back on the next episode of the evening show at 6. Till then, all of us, we are going to say bye to our audience. Say bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
In association with Sping's Perfumed Deo for the Active You.